So this is Azure Netapp files, and then we have we have a file system for AWS also, so which we call it as we have in AWS we have different storage file storage services like Elastic File Services EFS, okay, and we also have FsX. So AWS FsX storage, okay, we have it, okay. So basically this, whenever we are using the, suppose I'm using Hitachi, and then suddenly I started using, suppose I'm using Hitachi or Netapp or EMC, and then suddenly I started using Netapp, okay, sorry, cloud, right? So I do not have that much robust features in cloud as we have in physical storage, okay. So for that, whenever the customers are shifting to AWS storage, okay, so they are losing the flexibility of NetApp storage, okay. So for this, Amazon has worked with NetApp, and they have created a fully managed AWS services which is similar to NetApp, that is called as Amazon FsX, okay. So you'll have the familiar same features like we have in on-premise NetApp storage, okay, same thing we have. So we can use network file shares, we can create file shares, okay, and we can manage this Amazon FSX storage either on NetApp using BlueXP, or we can use AWS console, or we can use AWS CLI, okay. So we can do all these things, okay. So here what I will do, I will deploy and manage, okay. So I will deploy FSX storage, okay. I'll deploy FSX storage, okay, and then I will use some different kind of NetApp products that we have like Cloud Sync, Cloud Data Sense, all these things, okay, so that I can work well with replications and disaster recovery management, okay. So those things I can do. So basically using Cloud Sync you can easily sync your cold data. Cold data means the data which is not being used frequently from your your on-premise storage to your Amazon FSX, so that you are not using you are utilizing the cost well. So whatever data which is being used frequently, it will be on-premise storage which is expensive, and whatever data which is not using frequently is being used like after 6 months or 1 year you are using it, so those things, those data will be in cloud, so that will help you to reduce the cost of storage, okay. So those things you can do. I have shown you this one in my previous sessions, okay. So let me just, I need to set it up again. Let me set it up, 1 second. Sign up. Let me copy this, okay. So this is very easy, bro, and whenever people are asking for interview, right, you have to know NFS, export creations, CFS, share creations, you have to know how to do different kind of replications, migrations, different kind of non-disruptive operations like failover, fallback, flex group creation, converting a flex wall to flex group, volume move, this one, QSAP replacement, SAP replacement, CSC error troubleshooting, okay, cloud, different clouds, how to integrate with cloud, on-premise storage, replications between on-premise storage with cloud, okay, how to do NetApp upgrade, and replications, like 5 or 6 replications, what is storage grid, how to do cost grid replications, what is NetApp E series, okay. So those things if you know, then you are good, okay. And this one, performance analysis of NetApp inside, okay. If you know these things, then you're good with NetApp interview, okay. You not have any problems, okay. So there are more things in NetApp like integrated with COM board, but those things are not required because you need to be prepared well for 30 minutes, okay. In 30 minutes whatever they will ask you, you just have to answer, like whatever you can answer. So whatever you write in the resume, right, whatever you're good at, they will ask you, because every project is different, Okay, so that's the thing. Let me just I think this is yeah, this is GH, this is IM. Next that's it. Should work, and then you need to close this thing. Once it works, 1 second, you close it. Okay, and then here it will take some time. Wait, wait, it should show something active. Yes, and then you open the blue XP console. Okay, continue. See now, just click on here. There. Now see here, right? So you see three storages: Google Cloud Storage, Amazon S3, which is basically object storage. In Netapp, we call it as storage grid, okay? Which is nothing but buckets and namespace, replicating the buckets. That's it, okay? And then you have Azure Blob Storage, okay? Which is a block storage in Azure, okay? You see storage account, right? So 51 storage account, but in Azure, resource group is the main important thing, and which that costs money, okay? AWS cloud is quite difficult compared to Azure and Netapp, Azure and Google Cloud because of the networking part. That's why when I do cloud automation, I need to be sure about what networking thing I'm doing. For Azure and Google Cloud, it's very easy. Okay, so here this thing I will use the Amazon FsX. Okay, so here in Blue XP, you can see, right. You can add the working environment. Okay, and here you can use on-premise nothing but your Netapp's arrays, physical arrays. Okay, and these are all different kind of cloud platforms. So these are the one which is supported. Okay, it does not support all cloud platforms Blue XP, but maybe after some time Oracle is integrating with Netapp, then they might get. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so this is on-premise. Okay, so let me just select on-premise. Okay, so I want to discover the storage in on-premise, so I can discover. Okay, so on cluster IP, I need to provide the cluster IP. How do you get the cluster IP? You know that, right? Network interface show, right? You need to log into node or cluster management. If you have the cluster management IP, you can add the IP here. If you don't know, you just log into the Netapp array and you can go to the logical interfaces, and from there you can easily find out. Okay, either from GUI or from CLI. And the main thing is practice. You practice, and you become good. Okay. I did one session with the Canadian guy, Praveen. I did something else. Okay, in I'll share the session with you. Like different thing about IP space and broadcast domain. I moved around from one broadcast domain to another broadcast domain. I moved the interface groups. Okay, so that's how I moved.
Okay, what he is doing, bro? A Canadian guy.
No, he is working in a company as a system architect, and he
Mm-hmm.
is learning Netapp from me so that he switch his job to Netapp, like Netapp
Okay.
company. And one more thing, today for some time I will start a session on Netapp automation. One Netapp guy is joining Netapp company, like from Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
So he told me that if you want any guy to be referred in Netapp, then I can give resume to him and he will refer. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay, okay.
that's
I
what
will,
I'm doing.
I will approach, bro, December onwards.
Yeah.
Because I told you, some activity that should be completed that November month.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
You do
yes.
something, yes, you do something. But CJ, how many years are you working in CJI?
Yeah, CGA 2 years. Total, I have 6 plus, bro.
Then okay, you can move because if you are there for 6 months or 3 months, right, then you should not move actually
No, 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 no.
because
Here,
what happened?
2 years, 2 years over here.
Yeah, then it's okay, man. It's okay.
Hmm.
And you need to go to some company where you will stay for a long time, right? I would suggest that you can go for CTS also. The reason why I would suggest not to go with the product based company, but you can go to product based company, yes, because once you go to product based company and your resume is there that you have worked in product based company, then your people will you'll get more offers. Okay, like whenever I apply for Hitachi job, right, I always get it. because I worked in Hitachi. I always get it. So if you work in Netapp, then whenever you apply for Netapp, you'll get it. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. But you need to stay more time in services companies because the work will be less. In product based companies, work will be more, bro. And who wants to work more, right? Nobody wants, right?
Correct. I required only without night shift, bro. That is important.
Yeah, yeah. Mostly in Netapp company, right? Vendor, right? You do not have night shift because I have a friend. He's a
Mm-hmm.
Bengali guy, born and brought up in Hyderabad. His mom is Telugu. His father is Bengali. Okay, so he taught me a lot of things when I was in back in 2013, I think. So, but right now he's working in some very good company as a automation architect. He works in Netapp and Ansible, those things. So anyway, so let me go here. Okay, so both of are you here, right? Yeah, both of you are here, right? Okay, that's fine. I was watching a movie, Joker. Okay, okay. So I have discovered this on-premise on tab, right? So I have it. Okay. So now I can do a lot of stuff with this. Okay. I can create applications from this one to Amazon FSX. Okay. So I can do a lot of things. Okay. So let me just first let me just create the Amazon FSX environment. Okay, because I do not have here. This is object storage. This is Google Cloud Storage. I don't have it. So I'll just create it. Okay. So I'll use the Amazon Web Services, and here you can see, right, you have cloud volumes on tab, you have cloud volume on tab, high availability, and you have Amazon Festival. I will use this one. Okay. Yeah, credential name is that is okay. Next. Yeah, now here I need to give some names. Okay, so let me give some names. On tab. Storage is very easy, bro, and storage will always be there. Okay, but in order to have better jobs, like better paying jobs, high paying jobs, if you know cloud and cloud automation, is just a additional advantage because cloud is everywhere. So if you know how to automate the cloud, then it's a additional advantage because not many people will be knowing storage and cloud automation, multiple things, right? Not many people will know, so that's just an added advantage. That's it. After some time I'll be little busy, like not busy, but 1 month I'll be like unavailable in a year because of the exams, law exams. Just 1 month, and then it will be okay, bro. If you want to, if yeah,
Have you joined, bro, for LLB?
yeah, I will join. Actually, go there and join. I'm just waiting because if I join late, right, I have to pay less money because they
Mm-hmm.
have like lot of seats.
Mm-hmm. Again,
So
Karnataka very demand, bro. So seats.
yeah, so what my goal is to become a good lawyer and to go to practice in High Court, like Kolkata
Mm-hmm.
High Court, okay? And
Okay.
then a lawyer who is practicing in High Court, or then he can suppose I want to put some I want to do some cases in some other district or something, right? I can go there, I can visit there. It's not a problem.
Mm-hmm. This month
It is
only admission started, bro.
Yeah, admission has started, yeah. But law is something, right? Most of the colleges, right? You can you can join even right before the exam also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because they do not get it's just business. Education is a business, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like engineering, it's a business. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need to select this. Okay, so here we have the high availability deployment model. Suppose you have one node or two node, depending upon that you can do that. Okay, so I will use multiple multi availability zones. Okay, I'll use this. Okay, so region. Okay, USD is to one, USD is to one. Okay, fine, no problem. Okay, so the availability zone, right? So here I will use this USD is to 1A for my node 1. Okay, subnet I'll keep it as default, whatever it is, and for node 2 I will use USD is be 1B. Okay, so I have two nodes here. Okay, and you can see what is, you can see here, this is my Amazon, right? So in Amazon you'll have virtual private cloud. Okay, VPC. You will have CIDR range depending on public private. Okay, this is a CIDR range. Okay, And security group is basically you'll have inbound and outbound rules in security group. Inbound rules is for inbound traffic, which is nothing but the port which is allowed for the inbound traffic, and ingress and outgress rule. Okay, outgress is for outbound traffic, means whatever from to port. Okay, that needs to be open. So depending upon if it is web server or database server, you'll have the ports, right? And you can provide the security group, right? Using Terraform, I can create this using just a Terraform files. Okay, .tf files. I'll just use some variable file .verbs file, and then I'll mention this in .tf verb files. And then if I use module, then it's very easy for me. The code will be less. Okay, so you can use the automation, Netapp automation using Terraform also, bro. So in order to become well, so you have to know Python, Terraform, and Ansible. That's it. Okay, but maybe 5 years, 6 years down the line, maybe something else is popular. So initially Puppet was popular, okay, but now Puppet is not popular. Now Chef, Ansible, these things are popular for configuration management. And then maybe after some time some other tool comes, right? That will be popular. So we have to learn those tools. But it will be mostly it will be same. And Python will always be there. Like Java is there, right? Python will always be there. So it's not a problem. And you do not have to be like very expert in Python. Just a basic stuff you need to know. Data types, classes, functions, global variables, those things. That's it. Okay, nothing more. So I'll go to next. Okay. CID range, right? So here I'll just keep like optional, so I'll not select anything. Okay. Route table is very important. Netapp also, you know, right? Route, whenever we are creating vServer, we need to put route, right? Route add, route create, right? So here also in Netapp, sorry, in Amazon also you have the routes. Okay, you need route is very important. Okay. So here I'm just using the default route. Otherwise, you can use route using Amazon also. AWS CLI. Okay. This one. And encryption. Okay, suppose you have private key, public key, so like this you can use. Okay, so I'm not doing anything. In Terraform you have Terraform vault, so that your public key and private keys are not accessible, not visible to anyone, so you can use vault. Okay, Terraform vault. So now this one, storage configuration, right? So the properties you'll have, right? So you can use depending upon what money you are giving, right? So if it's more like this, so you need to pay more money. This was standard VMs. Okay, and capacity you can have like 1 TB. I don't need to give. Okay, it's optional. Okay, let me go to next, add. Okay, so we have created the FsX for on dev. Okay, so we have created this. So and we also have discovered the on-premise. We have not created, but we have discovered this. Okay, this on-premise on tab, it was already created, we have just discovered it. Okay, so we can what we'll do, we'll provision some volumes in this Amazon FsX. Okay, so let me do this. So in Amazon FsX we can use multiple protocols like CIFAs, NFAs, iSCSI. Okay, and we can also do storage tiering. We did storage tiering, do you remember? We did cloud tiering, right? Like inactive data is in cloud tier, and the data which is accessed frequently is in local tier, right? Last session you can go through the video. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, let me walk into the working environment. Okay, we have not given the password, right? 1 second. Like save, add volumes. Okay, FSX all one. Okay, so volume size we can give like 10 GB, whatever we want. 10 GB. Okay, this is a storage SVM which was already created, so we are just using the default one. Okay, And the snapshot policy is default policy. Okay, otherwise we can use like no snapshots or weekly ones, so we'll use the default policy. Okay, next. So here, right, if it is like 000.0 means if every client, like we are not restricting to any of the server, right? We're not restricting it. Okay, you understand it. So this is what it's there, so we'll just select that one, default one. Okay, not a problem. And here you have this usage profile storage efficiency. You know what is storage efficiency, right? Deduplication means duplicate data will be pointing so that it can save some space. Compression means network compression. Okay, so those things will be there, so you can enable this so that you can use the storage space efficiently. And then tiering policy is there. Okay, so you'll have like auto tiers. So auto tiers, what it will happen, so whatever data that is not being used frequently, it will go to the object storage in cloud. Okay, object storage. Okay, then snapshot only. So whatever your old snapshot data, like which is being created like long back, it will go to the object storage, because object storage is less expensive. Okay, none means data tiering is not there. Okay, uh, so this one, so here all means whatever data is there, so initially it will go to the object storage, and if it is using frequently, it will come to the on-premise storage. Okay, so we'll have this, so we'll just use the auto tiering. Okay, so here you can see this is the volume that we are creating, and these are the protocols that we have selected, and the export policy. Okay, and the tiering and storage efficiencies you selected, so just to add. Okay, so you just need to refresh here, you'll see it here. Okay, you can see it here. Okay, this type is SSD, which is very expensive. It's online. You can see this online means it's some volume will be offline, online, right? So you have online. Okay, I can create the same thing in Amazon also. Okay, I can create the Amazon FsX console or AWS CLI. Okay, or ONTAP REST API. I normally use the Python for the ONTAP REST API. Okay, so to create these things. Okay, so you can easily do these things. The thing is, in storage, you have to know a lot to clear a good interview, but you do not need to really not to work in a company. You understand, right? What I'm trying to say, Praveen and Somik? You don't really need to know a lot of stuff to work actually in storage, but you have to know a lot to crack the interview. They will be they'll be expecting that you are a researcher, but they'll give you a job of a schoolboy. Okay, so that's how storage is. So your life will be good, but interview time it will be like difficult. Okay, so in Amazon FSX, we can create snapshot copy, right? We can create a snapshot copy, and when the volume is deleted, or you can some data is deleted, we can get back the data from the snapshot copy. Okay, and you have the flex clone technology also. Suppose you want to create some writable clones of data, right? So you have this FSX vol 1, we create a flex clone FSX vol 2. Okay, then what will happen, the writable volume we can use for testing instead of impacting the production volume. Okay, are you guys there? Yeah, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, suppose this flex clone volume is, right, this is nothing but the point in time copy of your production volume, the parent volume. Okay, and as the flexible volume is just a point in time copy of data, so these two volumes will be accessing the same data block, so it is not wasting any space. Suppose you have DevOps teams or SRE teams. Okay, so for them you can give multiple flex clone volumes, so that they can use it for development, testing, or staging instead of production. Okay, so they do not do any mistake with the production volume. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, so let me do something with this volume. So I suppose I want to see more details about the volume, so you can use this, and you can check the volume UID, it's read writable or not, which aggregate it has created from SSD, like type of these things, tiering policy, uh, tags, we do not have tags. Volume access. Okay, so this is the junction path. Okay, normally the junction path would be /vol, right? So if you forget to create junction path, you can use the wall mount command. Okay, the security style, Windows, so Unix. Suppose we want to mount this volume both in Windows and Unix operating system, then you use mixed security style. Okay, capacity allocation, you can see here. Okay, maximum growth size 12 GB, maximum growth size, like auto grow. If you want auto grow, you can also enable. Okay, auto grow means suppose you have kept the auto grow as like 85%, so when uh, the volume is getting more than 85% full, then automatically it will increase itself. Okay, you do not have to do anything. In my previous company like Cognizant, we used to do that, but this company is very, I mean, they do not have that much money, so we have to do manually. Like if user request, then we do it, otherwise we just leave it. It's a problem. So you have to have money. Okay, so just let me close this. Suppose you want to create some snapshot of this, right? So you can create snapshots. Okay, you can use this command here, like this one here, options here. Okay, and you can create snapshots. Okay, and go to manage volume. Okay, go to protection actions. Okay, so you can restore from the snapshot. Okay, just click here. So this is your snapshot that I created, right? From here you can restore from the volume. Okay, suppose you want to restore, you can restore it. And okay, so this is the one, this is the restore volume created. Okay, suppose you want to create any flex wall. Okay, sorry, not flexible, flex clone, right? Okay, so you can clone these volumes, which is, this is nothing but your writable data, writable volume. Okay, so you can create this. So you can mention something like clone volume. Okay, you can mention something here. Okay, and you can just clone this. Okay, so this will clone it. Okay, so this is your cloning. One second, this is a clone volume. You just go to the manage volume. Okay, and you go to the volume details. So what you can see here, read write. Okay, so this will be read write, but if you see this restore volume is also read write, no problem. Okay, so you can select this thing, and you can see right here this clone volume, right? If it is a snapshot, then snapshot uses the same data blocks as the volume, but if you're using a clone volume, then it will you need to have the same capacity as the original volume with 10 GB right? This you see, right? Space is same 10 GB. Okay, so you're just using a writable copy of your volume, of your primary volume. Okay, okay, so then lot of other things also there in FsX. Okay, so you'll have some data protection thing also in FsX. Okay, so everything, data protection is very important. Data protection means some data is there and it you loses it, then you can use the backup, but the backup restore process will take more time depending upon the bandwidth of your LAN. Okay, suppose it in our environment, when we lost 1 TB data, it took 48 hours to restore the data, and the client was not happy. They escalated to the VMware team because they were restoring from the VM. Okay, so there are a lot of things. So they escalated to the network team. They tried to find the congestions. So but this storage git is right. It is active archiving. Active archiving means the restore process is less. Okay, depending upon the com hold, I mean compared to the com hold or net backup, the restore time is less if you are using active archiving. Com hold, net backup, these are all passive archiving. Okay, and storage grid like Amazon S3, uh, storage grid, HCP, these are all active archiving. Okay, and in Netapp, sorry, in EMC we had I don't remember the name. I have never worked on it actually, EMC, that product, but we also have the EMC also active archiving. Okay, so let me just go to here. So this is here. Okay, so suppose I want to replicate this thing, right? So I can easily replicate. I can easily replicate. So suppose this is my on-premise, right? So I want to replicate. Okay, so I use the replication option. Okay, in Netapp, you know IP space, right? IP space is a multi-tenancy feature. uh, Suppose you have different clients but you do not have money, you want to use the same Netapp array, then you can partition the Netapp array logically using logical partitions. So you move some port to some broadcast domain, and the broadcast domain is part of some IP space which is different IP space. Okay, and you can create interface groups, VLANs, so not in the, all these things in the particular broadcast domain. Okay, and that is scoped to some IP space. So basically, and you can also use same network IP range for different IP spaces, because one IP space and different another IP is not talking to other IP space. Okay, normally whenever you are installing Netapp, by default you'll have two IP space. One is default, which is for your data networks, and one is your cluster IP space, which is for management networks. Okay, so so here what I'm doing, I'm trying to create replications between two environments from on-premise to FsX ONTAP. Okay, so my on-premise cluster is source ONTAP cluster, and FsX ONTAP file system is my destination. Okay, my on-premise is my source and cloud is my destination. Okay, and the first thing you do in Netapp, when you do any application, you do cluster pairing, right? So same thing I did. Okay, with that step, cluster pairing. Okay, now we can select uh, some volume here. Okay, we'll select this volume. 1 second. Volume. Okay, next, taking option auto, that's not a problem. Auto, we'll use the auto option. Tight volume, volume 1 copy, that is okay. And this is the VM, is VM do you have storage virtual machine. Okay, 100, that is also okay. We'll use this. Here we have different replication policies. Okay, the default policies are mirror or mirror and backup. So mirror policy, what it does, it basically replicates your newly created snapshot copies to a destination volume. Okay, so whatever snapshot copy you create on that volume, it will replicate to the, from on-premise ONTAP to your Amazon FSX. Okay, and if it is a mirror and backup, what does it mean? It means that it will do both replication and backup. Okay, backup means, suppose uh, normally for backup, right, the vault, your target, the vault replica, the target will always be a storage which is lesser cost storage, right? All flash storage you will have in production, and then another all flash storage you will have in DR, and then you will have Amazon FSX storage uh, in your backup. Okay, because you don't want to spend more money while you store the backup. Okay, because you are not going to use this as a DR but just to restore the data from there. Okay, and if you want, you can create additional policies also. Okay, if you want, so these are the additional policies are there. Okay, mirror latest snapshot copy, so now it is not there. Okay, so these are the things you are having. Okay, 1 month retention, 1 month retention. Okay, mirror latest snapshot copy, one time data application, backup, 1 year retention. So these are the things you can have. Okay, so 1 second. So I'll just use the mirror, which is the normally we'll use for disaster recovery. Okay, we'll use it, and then we can use different schedules. Okay, this is nothing but cron. In Linux we call it as cron. Okay, cron tab, we use the cron tab -e command. Okay, in Linux. In Netapp, what we use is we use schedule. Okay, we use schedule. So you can use 5 minutes every hour, like suppose if you use this, then now right now the time is 20.05, it will replication will be scheduled. A snapshot will be created and the snapshot will be replicated to the remote array. Okay, then you have every 8 hour, daily, hourly, then you have custom schedules, you can have a lot of things. Okay, so I'll use daily here. Okay, go to next. Here you see source, right? Your source is this one, 100 G volume, and your target is this one. Okay, 100 GB. Okay, So this is the tiering data, enable. So this is the mirror all snapshots. Yes, daily replicate. So every day it will replicate it. Okay, so daily is daily. Okay, so that you will do. Okay, then what you will do, you will just replicate this. Okay, so it will replicate snap media total transfer 20 seconds. Okay, so this is the replication window. Okay, so you have created this one. This is source volume, this is the destination volume, total ID time 20 seconds, snap period. Okay, so these are things we created. You can refresh this, you can refresh it. So yeah, so you see right, today it's show right, last transfer. This time is bad because initially we have not, we need to set up the time. This time is not set, so it's showing 1970, which is not right. Even 1970, we don't know whether Netapp is there or not. Maybe Netapp was not there. Okay, so let me go, to the protection. 1 second. Okay, so you go to the same. Suppose you went to the somewhere, right? So you want to go come here, then you can go here application, and this is the same thing you can see. Okay, you want to see, you can see the same thing here. Okay? Same option you can see here. Okay, and you want to check whether the replication is configured properly or not. I mean whether it's showing or not. Okay, so you can go to the canvas. 1 second, it is 1 second. Yeah, so here you see right, this arrow, right? So we are replicating from on-premise ONTAP to FsX ONTAP. Okay, FsX ONTAP. Okay, so we created easily, we created the replication relationships. Okay, so which is very easy. So these are the things we can do with Amazon FsX. Okay, okay, so these are the normal thing we do with cloud. So in Netapp Cloud, what I taught you is, I taught you Azure Netapp Files, I taught you Amazon FSX. Okay, so these are the things I taught you, and I also taught you cloud tiering. Okay,
Okay. Bro, if we require more information, we can search through Netapp KB, right? It's available on the cloud
yeah,
also.
you can not Netapp KB on demand labs. You can get a lot of informations, but normally they use Amazon FSX and Azure Netapp Files normally.
Yeah, but that is not understand easily. We need to read 3 to 4 times.
But
That's
this
a
is
problem.
easy, very easy, right? It's, but
Uh,
the thing is, you need to have basic idea about Amazon and Azure, like basic things. So it's become easy. Why do you need virtual private VPC? Why do you need CID range? What is region? What is zone? So those things you need to learn. And if you go to the Amazon website, right, AWS website, right, you get it for free, bro. 3 days class is free, not Amazon. Sorry, Amazon Cloud, AWS Cloud, AWS Cloud. Okay, so here you go there, right? You can read it easily. Okay, you go there. Uh, Here you'll find something. Okay, some free training is also there. Okay, so which is like less. Okay, so you can learn from there. Okay, but normally you try to learn compute, storage, and networking. Okay, these three things you try to learn. Don't try to learn every services. It's not, it will not be helpful to you. Okay, so